love at Asian restaurants is spring rolls. Now most of the time they're deep fried, but some Thai restaurants you can get fresh spring rolls, and I love them. They come with a peanut sauce usually, and usually the peanut sauce is, I've gone in, it was really funny, we went to a Thai restaurant with my parents a couple weeks ago, and my daughter went to the bathroom and she came back and she goes, "Mom, I just went in the kitchen to see what they were doing in there, and they make their stuff out of Skippy peanut butter. That is so bad for you, Mom." And she's like, "I just don't know if I can eat here because it's Skippy peanut butter, and that has hydrogenated oil and sugar and everything in there." And I just thought that was really funny that my daughter took a tour of the kitchen and was being a little critical of them. But in truth, most Asian food is made with, you know, high sugar, hydrogenated oil, and chemicals and stuff. So the other thing is, when I was trying to make a substitute for the peanut sauce that didn't have all that junk in it, I noticed that most of the recipes make you cook your peanut sauce to make it work. And so I try to not cook as much as I can. I try to just like leave everything raw and fresh as possible. So it was my my quest to make a peanut sauce that didn't have any junk in it and you didn't have to cook it. And so you guys will taste that in a minute, and I think it turned out really tasty. So I hope you like it. Here's how you make spring rolls. My daughter loves these. She begs for them all the time. This is a sushi wrapper. It's just made out of bamboo. You can get it at an Asian store. It makes your life way easier. If you have one of these, then your sushi wrappers and your spring roll wrappers are not sticking to the counter or the plate or whatever you're using. All right. Now these take a little bit of getting used to, but the secret is to like have all your stuff right where you can reach it, and to have the pan of water there, and like not be trying to do lots of things at the same time. So you just need everything all laid out pretty. And then here's how you do it. You dip the spring roll wrappers in the water just for like 10 or 20 seconds. And you can get thick or thin spring roll wrappers. I find that the thin ones kind of ball up and they're hard to work with. So I always get the thick ones, and it just makes it a little bit easier on me. There we go. And you just soak it for several seconds until it gets kind of pliable, but you don't want it super soft or it'll stick to itself like that, like it just did for me. Throw it on this bamboo sheet here and try to just keep it as smooth as possible. And then you can put whatever you want in here. I find that this is a great way to get my daughter to eat vegetables. Like when she was tired of salads and she just couldn't handle it anymore, for some reason, like wrapping the salad up in a little wrapper and putting peanut sauce with it, that solved the problem. So this is a great way to get salad vegetables in and to make a vegetarian treat that's really delicious. So what I'm putting in, you don't have to put in every time. You can just mix it up and create variety. So I've got cucumber, bean sprouts, carrot, green onions. I did. There's little hand mandolins, which I'm going to give one out today in just a second. So it looks like a carrot grater, but it's kind of like rippled. And so you just take that down your cucumber or your carrot, and you just, it shreds things up really quickly and really nicely. You can also, we did the cabbage with that. We sliced up the cabbage because it's hard to get the cabbage thin enough unless you have that. So you can just run that down the cabbage, run it down the cucumber, the carrots. If you put zucchini in there, that's a good thing to use it for as well. So we've got cabbage in there. Now the magic of fresh spring rolls is the herbs you put in there. So I'm going to put in some fresh mint and fresh basil. Doesn't, if you have a preference, you can use whatever you want. I have like 5 different kinds of mint in my garden, and just whatever I happen to grab works out fine. So spearmint is really good and peppermint is really good, just depends on your taste. Also I have lemon balm, which is from the mint family, that tastes really good in there as well, and it grows just like mint. And again, like I said, you can put whatever you want in here, so just kind of figure out what you like, what kind of flavor you're looking for, and you can put anything you want in there. Also sprinkle a little bit of sesame seeds in there. And then you roll. So here's why these things are so cool. So I use this to roll it up most of the way. There's just a little bit of an end left right there. And then I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna fold in the ends like that and then finish rolling it up. And so that'll make the tucked ends be sealed in there. Then you just seal it up like that and it looks like a cute little roll. You like that? You can applaud, go ahead. That's great. Plates, here you go. So you plate it up like so, and you have a little dish of peanut sauce on the side and you dip it. And the mixture of the mint and the basil and then the peanut sauce, that is a great combination. So if you want to make your peanut sauce taste amazing, put in the mint and the basil. Yes, I will. And that's in your recipe book as well. But all you do is you take peanut butter. Now, there's a million kinds of peanut butter. When you read the ingredients of your peanut butter, you need it to say peanuts, and that's it, or salt. If there's something else in there, just peanuts and salt. Most peanut butters out there have hydrogenated oil and sugar in there and, as well, and lots of salt. So I just buy whatever brand of organic peanut butter that just has peanuts and maybe salt in it. Creamy works best for this sauce instead of chunky. Also, if you can get it in a glass container instead of a plastic container, our bodies really absorb any kind of environmental toxins that are out there. And plastic is one of the things that is causing a lot of cancer and a lot of other health problems because we have so many plastic products and our body can't eliminate all the plastic toxins. And also plastic, it stimulates estrogen, which estrogen is what cancer feeds off, one of the things that cancer feeds off. So eliminating as much plastic out of your life and out of your diet as possible is great. Now the thing with peanut butter is it's highly fatty and you're gonna have to, like all the oil separates at the top and you're gonna have to stir it in. Anytime there's something really oily like cheese or butter or peanut butter, oil is a solvent, so what it's going to do is dissolve the plastic and you're going to get tons of plastic into your food if it's a fatty food. So especially, like if you can't eliminate plastics out of everything, especially try to eliminate plastics out of any kind of fatty foods you're eating because those are the ones that dissolve the plastics into the food the most. And also foods that you're going to heat up. So anytime you heat food or have oil in food, that's going to give you the biggest risk of absorbing plastics. So anyway, the peanut sauce is, I'll read you the recipe. So we've got fresh ginger in there. Now ginger is also something that stimulates your digestive system. It helps you, it helps with nausea, it helps with digestive problems, and it also helps with mental clarity. It's a great food that benefits your health, and if you can put lots of ginger into your diet, it works great. The way I use ginger, it's very fibrous. So when I use ginger, I grate it on my it's like the cheese grater thing, but not on the fat one, on the skinny one. If you grate it on that, then all the fibers, kind of as you're grating it, all the fibers stay on the outside of the cheese grater and all the flesh kind of goes and the juice goes onto the inside of the grater. And then you can just like, all the fiber that's left, you just squeeze the juice out, throw that away, and then use the flesh and the juice from the ginger. And then that way you don't get that like hairy kind of fibrous ginger texture into your food. So we've got peanut butter, ginger, tamari, which is the raw, or the soy sauce substitute, raw apple cider vinegar, honey, and 3 cloves of garlic. So with my Asian food, ginger and garlic is kind of the magic, one of the magic components of Asian food. So we've got the ginger and garlic in there, and there's just a pinch of cayenne pepper. So that's it, and you put it in your blender, mix it up. You don't have to heat it, you don't have to boil it. It's all healthy, super great ingredients for you, and that's it.